we're standing in the stairwell. Maybe we progress 1 or 2 floors down, and there's no movement. It's heavy smoke, a little bit of panic on people's faces, what we're going to do, how we're going to get out of there. But, and people are taking their handkerchiefs out and covering their faces, gradually move down. But it's a very, very slow, laborious process of 1 step, wait, another step, wait. It wasn't very quick. One of the still mysteries for me, and I don't know how to find this out, is that there was a young guy from a firm. He was behind us. He couldn't take seeing the agony on the face of these fire guys. He's he's a 25-year-old kid. So he's looks at this 45-year-old Irish guy, Irish fire guys, who's carrying stuff. He goes, "Listen, buddy, let me give you a hand." He goes, "No. Buddy, let me give you a hand. If you want to." The guy straps on his oxygen tank on his back, and he goes straight back up. He goes up. I have no idea where he's gone, what has ever happened to him. All I remember, and we just looked around at each other and went, "Oh my God, that's amazing."
There came from above these kind of calls down, move to the right. And as you move to the right, victims, people very badly burnt, being escorted by others, would be walking down. And, that was just very difficult. People would all move as far away as possible to allow this to happen. And it was much like that until we were in what became our final staircase, which was narrower than the other ones. And we were somewhere like 4th floor, so we're just about out. And we heard a rumbling, which just got more and more intense. And then the rumbling became shaking. So the building it was a violence that I had never experienced. It felt worse than the morning, very different from the morning, because it wasn't like a pendulum. This was just a vibration. It felt like it lasted an eternity, and I, at one point, I was, the safest place you want to be. I'm on a landing in a stairwell, and I looked up, and you could see our staircase twisting, and then the lights went out.
So we went across the entire length of the lobby. We basically followed the path I'd taken every morning. Went right through the length of the plaza level, made a left, and there was an escalator that wasn't working that took me up to the corner of Church Street. FBI agents all the way. And once we got out there, it was a big crowd of people and a gauntlet that we had to run through. And the FBI people, I remember saying, get as far away from this building and as fast as you can. Do not look back. So I'm with my buddy Barry, who I was originally with when it first happened. We just happened to be there. I crossed over Church Street, and Barry and I looked up and saw for the first time there was a beautiful, glimmering World Trade Center tower, and attached to it is somebody painted on an orange fireball, basically, of a color of orange that, it's just, you don't see that often, against a cloudless blue sky. It was just a spectacular sight to behold. We get up in front of Broadway when we hear what sounds like Niagara Falls, turn around and see the second tower it basically tipped over and then imploded on itself. But at that moment it became every man for himself. It was escape from Manhattan, get as far away from what would turn out to be this 10, 20 stories cloud of dust that was making its way up Broadway.